welcome back to Vlogmas Day 15. Ooh, bonus week, bonus week. Alright guys, it's under the tripod. Okay, so we are day 15, so we are extending just a few days to Vlogmas. The plan was to stop after day 14, which was yesterday, where I did this makeup look. I did it again today because I loved how simple it was, but you can go check it out. It's a quick video. But I decided we're going to extend all the way till Friday, weekly makeup basket, and then we'll officially call Vlogmas. So you have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 4 more days of videos. So today we are going to do all things eyes, makeup inventory. There might be a few things decluttered, but it's mostly a makeup inventory. We'll compare it to my makeup inventory at the beginning of the year. See how we're doing, see how much we grew. I don't think we eliminated much. I think it was probably a growth in this area. Yeah, so we'll go through big palettes, regular size palettes, smaller palettes, singles, and all of that in this video. And then after this, we'll have one more makeup basket that will be face palette and lipstick. So that will be the final one that we'll do sometime this week. And I think, so this is 1, 2, and then we have the weekly makeup basket. So that leaves one video, which I had a request to do a get ready with me using the gingerbread extra spicy. So I think that we will end up making that our 4th video. So that's what we're going for. My life's the same. So as far as vlogs go, just rewatch the last 2 weeks, and that's what I'm doing this week. But makeup is always fresh. You know, we're always fresh over here. Alright guys, so let me show you an overview of the collection, what we're picking out, and then we'll dive into each category. Let's do it. Okay, if you're new here, this is my makeup collection. It's just on a shelf. So we're going to go through these eyeshadow palettes. We're going to skip that because that's lips. We're going to go through all of this, which is like singles and mascaras and that kind of thing. We have some other palettes here to the side. And then if you come down, we have like the normal size palettes, smaller palettes, some more smaller palettes. And then if you come down, you have Morty in our way again. No, I'm just kidding. We have right here, which are like small palettes. So I'm going to bring those all to the floor, and then we'll just work through them. Okay, here is an overview of everything on the floor. So I think we should just start with like the biggest pile here. Okay, so let's just go through palette by palette. First, we have the Ace Beauté, the Grandiose palette, and this was from BoxyCharm a while back. Still like this, still want to keep it. This was new to my collection this year, the Maybelline Nudes of New York. I love this palette. I should really use it more. I think it's a really good palette from the drugstore, but we are definitely going to keep them. Okay, here we have my single eyeshadows, which is a mix of Colourpop, Makeup Geek, and then we have a blush from Mary Kay, but I still want to keep these. I still like them. I think I just forget about them, but want to keep that. I have Alamar Cosmetics. This is another BoxyCharm palette from quite a few years ago, and I still really like it. The colors still speak to me, and the formula is beautiful, so we'll still keep that. Juvia's Place, we have a few palettes from Juvia's Place, but I think they're a little bit out of order. So the Saharan palette, this one is beautiful. This gold shade is absolutely stunning, but this formula overall is really beautiful if you've never tried it. Then we have Tarte. This is the Busy Gal Goals. And I like this one because it has a blush and highlight. If I can get it open. There we go. Another one that I need to spend more time loving and using, and Tarte has been having a lot of sales because of the holidays, so if you are interested in this, you could probably still get it. Sorry, hey. But yeah, that's a nice neutral palette. Crown blushes, Crown Pro palette. I think they have brushes, which is why I said that. Another very neutral and pretty palette that I would like to go ahead and hold on to a little bit longer. Also BoxyCharm from when I had it, which was like over a year ago at this point. We have some Wet n Wild palettes that were passed along to me from my friend Julie that I still need to play with. So this one, which looks really pretty. I really like these purple colors and like the overall jeweled tone colors of them. So it doesn't look like there's name, but I need to play this, use this and play with it. Here's another Wet n Wild from the Brett Rockman. I think I've used this once or not at all. I don't know, but it's super colorful, and I don't have a lot of colorful palettes in my collection, so we will keep that on hand just a little bit longer. Then we used this recently. This is Boss Babe Betty by Buxom. Another really neutral palette, very similar to the Crown Pro. Pretty, love it. Gonna keep it, relatively new to me. This one is also one I have not used yet, the Wet n Wild 32 pan eyeshadow palette. Again, we need to pull this and use this. Why we haven't, I don't know. So here's another Juvia's Place, the Warrior palette. This is a nice neutral palette that really you can get a lot of really pretty looks with, so definitely going to keep that. I have a lot, not a lot, but I have a few Jeffree Star items that were gifted to me by my mom, so I'm going to keep those even though I'm not like a Jeffree Star fan. And I asked you guys about it and you guys like, you own it, use it, whatever, but it's hard because when someone's popular, you want to support them, and then they're like dethroned, and then you're like, but that was my money, so, you know. Anyways, I do like this palette, the Morphe and Jeffree Star palette. I've gotten a lot of use out of it, and I am going to keep it. This is a mix of Colourpop palettes and my Z palette. I need to go ahead and put them back in their actual palettes, but when we go through the Colourpop and you see one's missing, it's because I created my own palette from them. They're all magnetic, so I do need to put them in the right place. So maybe I'll leave all those out so I can do that soon. I love Lorac Mega 3 Pro palette. I just like combine all those words in my mouth. But anyways, I really love this. I wore this on my wedding day. It's gorgeous. Again, one that I could pull more often, but I love it. I really like the Violet Voss Pro palette, the Holy Grail palette. Very neutral, very just run-of-the-mill, but these palettes are like so simple because of that. So we'll keep that, of course. The Too Faced Natural Lust palette. Love this one as well. Again, very neutral with a touch of like pink to it, but we love her. Natasha Denona Star palette. This was gifted to me or passed along to me, and I need to get more use out of it, but she's pretty. I did not realize this was as expensive as it was when it was given to me. I was like, what? Should definitely use it more, but I like that one. My pile got too piled. Okay. This one we used a lot in October because it was palette of the month, the Boss Mood 35M palette by Morphe. So if you go back to October, was it October? October, yeah. You would have seen this a lot. So, did lots of looks, filmed lots of looks for you guys. So check that out if you want. Makeup Revolution, the Emily Edit, the Wants palette. We used this as a palette of the month earlier in the year, but we haven't used it in a while, so I do want to keep it, and it's one that we need to go back to. I think the bigger palettes in general get a little bit neglected. We have the Jaclyn Hill, the first palette. Again, another one neglected in my collection. But I do like it. I do want to keep it. And these bigger palettes just need to get more love from me. But that's okay. That's okay. So the last one of the big ones is the Conspiracy palette. It just makes me sad how all this turned out, because my husband and I watched the whole documentary and we did really enjoy it with Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star. They are so problematic, but this palette is really pretty and I do want to keep it and use it and love it. I just don't really spotlight it often in my collection, but it's here, so I just thought I'd show it to you guys and talk about it for just a moment. So those are all of our big palette. I'm looking at my spreadsheet from last year and I just forgot, or I just remembered that I forgot. Please hold. We forgot to pull those down, so let's do that. I do have the gingerbread palette, the extra spicy from Too Faced. It's just sitting to the side because this is the palette we pulled for the week and I didn't want to forget that, but we love her. And then we'll just kind of grab out the other Too Faced. We have Too Faced Just Peachy Matte. We used this recently and I still love it. So I don't think I'm getting rid of any of these actually, but I'll still share my collection and my numbers with you guys. Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar. This was passed along to me from a friend recently. And another neutral palette, but I want to keep playing with it. I, for so long, wanted this when it came out years ago, and I never got it. So I'm kind of excited to have it in my collection. Too Faced, I think this one is currently on sale. The Too Faced Chocolate Gold Bar. I think it's on sale on Sephora's website, if I'm not mistaken. But this is what it looks like. Oh, hey, Mo. I ended up purchasing Tarte Park Avenue Chisel palette. I think it's being discontinued because it's no longer on Tarte's website and it's on sale for $25 on Sephora's website. So I ordered it because I've always wanted that palette. And I think that's where I saw that that was on sale. Pretty sure. Okay, so that's everything for Too Faced, but then I have the Makeup Revolution version of their chocolate bar. This is the Rose Gold palette. It looks like this. I used it once and it was really pretty. I think I did an Instagram look and maybe a video, but I don't really remember honestly. So gonna keep that and play with it for a little bit longer. Oh no, looks like some makeup got on these ABH palettes. So we have the Modern Renaissance Classic, love her. We have Norvina, which was recently given to me. Actually, I have a white. I think it fell from this Makeup Revolution palette, but it's okay. Alright, the Norvina palette was recently gifted to me by a friend, just passed along to me. And this is one that I had always wanted to try as well. And I need to show it more love in my collection, but we're going to keep that. And those are the two that I own by ABH. Alright, and then we have, oh, let's hit this Morphe Jaclyn Hill. So I got this before I actually just went ahead and bought her palette, thinking like, oh, that would be like a more affordable version of her palette. And then these weren't as good of quality. I still really like this one, but it's definitely one you have to work with to make it look nice. But I do enjoy it, and we'll keep it. But definitely not the same like formula as the bigger one. Okay, and then we have a lot of Urban Decay palettes. You got to keep an eye on their sites because they go 50% off quite often, and that's when I've gotten most of these, was on sale 50% off. And I was just looking at their website today, and they have a lot of things on sale, and it's just kind of like, Urban Decay, what are y'all doing with your company? But we'll start with the original Urban Decay Naked. I didn't get this until it was being discontinued and it was on sale. So I haven't had it as long as it's been around, but I do like it, and we've pulled it recently. I don't have the second one, but the Urban Decay Naked 3 was my first high-end palette, and it still performs fine. I need to pull it, actually. It's been a little while, but I love this one. I know it kind of got a lot of hate, but I think it's great. 3, and then I feel like after the third, it just started being like themed ones. So we have the Urban Decay Naked Cherry. I got this at the same time I got the gingerbread, because last January they were all like 50% off or whatever. So I got this and I do like it. Heat I got on sale as well. The Naked Heat. Pretty, 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 pretty. And honey, I think I got this one on sale at the same time I got the cherry and the gingerbread. Love it. Those are like my colors. Love it. And then this one I think I paid full price because I was like, I have to have it. And then it went on sale like within a month after I purchased it. But this is good. Such a nice, balanced, well-rounded palette. We love this one. And then this one I think it's discontinued, but I still really like the Naked Smoky. Definitely get beautiful everyday looks, but also a very beautiful smoky look as well. And then we just have a couple of randoms. We have the Classic Matte Cutie palette. This was a gift to me from some friends. And it's definitely like like a companion palette. It's hard to get like full looks out of it itself, but I love this color and I think it's nice and I want to keep it. And then I have 3 of the Lorac palettes. I really like these. I never got the first one because I felt like it was too dark for me. But we do have the Lorac 2, which is a little bit more cool toned. I really love this palette a lot. I like all of them. The third one got so much heat because it's so neutral, but I think it's stunning. And these also go on sale quite often at Ulta, so you can just wait for a sale. And then the fourth, this one like didn't get any love, but I love it. I think it's great. Again, need to pull these more often than I do, but that's where we're at with the bigger palettes. I think we've hit all of them. So then let's look at some of these smaller palettes. So I have the Rainforest of the Sea Volume 3 by Tarte. This came in BoxyCharm back when I had it. Love it. Beautiful inner color, or inner corner colors. Huda Beauty, we have Coral and Mauve Obsessions. These are really pretty as well. I've never tried one of the bigger palettes from her. I love Tarte Maneater palette. This is like my good like travel palette. It's so neutral, but you can get pretty dramatic looks out of it. Then I have a couple of the small Colourpop ones. This is Just My Luck. It is a green themed palette. So pretty. And then we have this It's My Pleasure, which is a purple. Love it. We have Urban Decay singles here. My favorite is not in here. We'll see it in the singles, but mostly Moondust Shadows. Smashbox, I still haven't used this one, Drawn In, Decked Out. I have hope for us though, so we'll keep that. And then we have this one, which is Viseart Dark Matte. Okay, so those are the smaller palettes and the bigger palettes. So the next thing we will look at, oh, I have some melt stacks. I really like these. I have some of these are combined. So She Parties. I have the She Party stack. And I have, okay, this is mostly She Parties. Is it all? Let me look. She Parties. She's in Parties. Okay. What is this one? Hopeless Romantic stack. Is that right? Yeah. Breakup. Okay. So this is 2. This is She Parties. This is She Parties. This is the Breakup stack, so it's a little bit brighter. Hopefully you saw all those. So those are 2 stacks that are sold separate. Then I have the Rust stack, which I love the Rust stack. And this is also mixed in with Dark Matter. Is that dark? Well, we'll see when we get there. Alright, so then this is the Rust Stack. Love that. Yeah, Dark Matter. And this was my very first stack that I got. And these are also... You know, it's weird doing makeup basket, how things still get neglected in my collection. But I think because I did palette of the month this year, it kind of neglected a lot. So I don't think I'm going to do that next year. And we're really just going to pull a lot of fun stuff for the makeup baskets from my collection and not really focus on any one thing. This is one palette also that I meant to mention in the smaller palettes, the NYX Ultimate Shadow Palette. And this one is in Warm Neutrals. Guys, I just got an Ulta order and I placed this order on Friday. It's not even, it's a Monday, not even 1 p.m. and it already came in. Here's two of the things that I got for myself. So I heard good things about Bliss, so I wanted to try their brand. So I got the two because it was buy one get one 50% off, and then I had 20% off the order coupon. So this one is the Drench and Quench Cream to Water Hydrator for all skin types. And I mostly have heard from them about their cleansers and makeup removers. It's an affordable brand that you can get from Target and Ulta and probably other places as well. But I thought I would try it out. So this is like a white or blue. Oh, it's blue. Sometimes hydrating aqua type foundation, not foundations, moisturizers, they're either blue or white. So never know. So that's the Drench and Quench. And I think this is... yeah, all skin types. And then I got the Vitamin C Tripeptide Collagen Protecting Brightening Moisturizer. And such cute packaging. Cruelty free. Doesn't have parabens and all that junk in it. So let's open this guy up. So the Vitamin C Serum is what... I heard from Stephanie Nicole is one of her favorite drugstore serums. But I don't need a serum right now. But I do need, obviously, a moisturizer, a nighttime moisturizer. So I thought I would try that line in their moisturizer. So this is what... I'm probably going to just put them both out and rotate between both of them. Okay, this one's white. I just can't believe I didn't have... any moisturizers. I ran out a couple days ago and I was using samples to hold me over. So I was like, wow, look at me go. So I'm glad these came and they came so quick. So Ulta is killing it with their online orders. We do have Ulta warehouses pretty close to us, but still. Go Ulta. Alright, so we are going to finish up these. Oh, we didn't do the Colourpop palettes. They were everything was kind of hidden. So let's grab these real quick. Alright, so the newest one to me is the Ornate palette. So pretty. Then also at Foresight, Christy and Colourpop. Raw Beauty Christy. Love that. I just did a look with this one last week for Vlogmas. I really do like the Nude Mood. It's nice neutral bit. Cool tone. And like I said, some of these are missing colors because they're in that palette. So we'll have to just set these to the side so we remember to put them back. But this one is the Good Sport Kathleen Light's Dream Street. This one is Double Entendre. Cute AF. This was the very first one I ever got. And then Element of Surprise. So those are my Colourpop ones. I love Colourpop shadows. These pressed ones, I would definitely recommend them to you guys. Especially if you're like, you want to treat yourself, but you don't want to spend a lot of money, but you just want a little something special for yourself. I really recommend these because they're $14 to $16 and you can... you know, just have a moment for you without breaking the bank. Sometimes when I achieve something during the week, I'm like, girl, you need a treat. So those are good for that. But yeah, okay. So let's come down. So these are just single little odds and ends. So here we have mascaras. I do use my mascaras for 3 months at a time, and I don't really open anything else up. So I have makeup that I do here in this makeup room, and then I have a Makeup Basket Express, which is a few makeup products that I keep in my bathrooms for just quick looks. Which I posted one yesterday using that basket. So I keep a mascara, one in each area, and then just 3 months, and then we toss them. Even if it's not completely dried out, that's 3 months that something touched my eye, and that's just, you gotta let it go. One time, a while back, someone commented that theirs last longer. I'm like, I think they all last longer, but you shouldn't use them longer. You can push 6 months. I've pushed 6 months of a mascara. Is kind of like on the more high-end side, but you really shouldn't, okay? Alright, so this is going to be the next one I use up because I've heard such good things about the Bambi Eye Mascara by L'Oreal. So, we have a sample, the Laura Geller Drama Lash. And then we have It's Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. Okay, and then this is a Thrive Cosmetics Liquid Lash Extension Mascara. That's a sample size. And then we have a sample size of the Dior Show Mascara. So we have 3, I think, is this a sample or full? This might be full, let's see. Yeah, full size. So we have 2 samples and 3 full-size mascaras, and I try to not get more than this. And I think, so when I did my eyeshadow inventory before at the beginning of the year, I just kind of counted everything eye into one. And I did not, I'm looking, I didn't count mascara, so there you go. And then I have 2 brow pencils, Ardell Brow Liberty and the Wet n Wild. This is this a liner? This is Breakup Proof Water. Oh, this is a liner. So we have 2 liners, 3 full-size mascaras, 2 sample. Oh no, we have 3. This one was hiding out. What you doing over there, girl? What is this? Oh, this is a brow. That's why this is brows. So let me actually move this Ardell over there too. Okay. Okay, I see what you're doing, my bad. Alright, so 1 liner, 3 full-size mascaras, 2 samples. We're good there. And then for brows, we have Ardell that I just mentioned. We have a Wet n Wild retractable brow pencil. So 2 brow pencils. Brushy Brow Stronghold Gel by Lime Crime. That's cute. Can't wait to use that. Then we have Makeup Revolution. I haven't tried this yet, but this is a wax, I think, so you can do like a laminated brow look or whatever you want with it. And then I have these MAC lashes. I've had these for a couple months and I still don't have lash glue, so maybe one day I'll get lash glue, but I never wear lashes. So that's where we are for the brows. And then for glitters, we have 4 of these Believe Beauties. We have Grapevine. We have Dahlia, Heads or Tails, and Girl Talk. That's what are at the top. Then I have a couple of these Tarte Chrome. So the pink one is Pink Diamonds. This is citrine, I think, but I can't really see what that says. Then we have Frosé. So we love those. And I do have a full size, which is called Top Yacht. So those are the Tarte Chromes, and they are nice. And then I have some glitters, MAC and Colourpop. I don't even know if Colourpop still makes these glitters, but we have one in Off the Charts is this one. This is Deepened. Take Me There. Got a Jet. Bye. tan, that's a classic, and gold. So those are kind of like just the fun bin. I don't really come in here too much, but I do like using everything in there. And then these are like my single and my smaller ones, and I have one over here, that classic L'Oreal Gold Rush. This one is in my Makeup Basket Express. That's why it's sitting to the side. We have another classic here. This is Ice Latte by L'Oreal. This is Ace Beauté Cotton Candy Glimmer Shadow. Really like that one. Sephora single in Lucky Penny. Urban Decay Shadow and Riff. Buxom. This one is broken. But this is called Glitz Factor. This is Urban Decay Moon Dust and Solstice, my favorite. Then I have one of these e.l.f. Bite Size. This one is Pumpkin Pie. These are really nice. This is a Burberry single in 102 Pale Barley. And then this is a Colourpop single that I have not used yet. My mom gave it to me, I think, for my... Was it my birthday or maybe... I don't remember, actually. Might have been before that, but... Look at that. This one's Put It Back. I think because this is the color they took out of the little palette, so then they sold it as a single from the Shane and Jeffree collection. But that's where we are with singles. So I'm going to count it all up and see where we're at. Okay, so I just used a Google Doc and I have all these different tabs for each item. I know you can't really see super well, but last year for the eyeshadows, I did all the palettes. And then I did all the, like, the singles and every little bit and piece. And that ended up being 65 items total. This year I split it up just so I know. So medium to large palettes, I have 39. Small palettes, I have 22. And then the singles, like the eyeshadow, single eyeshadows, glitters, that kind of thing, I have 24. I did not include mascaras or the brow things. So that ended up being 85. So I've grown in this category by 20 items, and you know what? I'm okay with it. A lot of that was passed along to me by friends, and like I said, if I don't mind having a lot of makeup, especially if I use it. It's just more like I don't want to spend a lot of money on it in 2021, if that makes sense. So that's pretty good. Okay, so I put everything back. So at this point, we have gone through primers, foundations. We need to go through face palettes. So this one, we've gone through highlighters, blush, bronzers. We need to go through this. So those two will be in the next makeup inventory video. We've gone through small eyeshadow palettes. We've gone through loose powders. If you come up, this is Project Pan items for 2021. Concealers, we've already gone through concealers. We just went through all of these palettes. Pressed powders we've gone through, and these are from these drawers. These, I like to pull out a few that are kind of neglected so we can focus on them. We went through all of these. We went through all of this. This will also be in the next makeup inventory with the face palettes. We just went through all of this, and we went through sprays as well previously, and we went through those. So we are almost done with this year's makeup inventory. Usually for Vlogmas we do a declutter, but there isn't very much. I think I've decluttered like 6 things. Mostly just seeing where I am with the inventory, what I have, and making sure I love everything. Alright guys, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!